years with funding from the organization. The Partnership in Statistics for Development in the 21st Century Past 21 was endorsed by the Conference of Heads of Government at their 39th meeting in July 2018. The 39th Heads of Government meeting also endorsed the need to prepare a number of accompanying frameworks to the RSDS, one of which was the Resource Mobilization Strategy that has since been prepared and approved. The RSDS envisages a critical role for the private sector in CARICOM as a key user of data, including information from the census that can critically support the private sector and, by extension, the development of the CARICOM single market and economy. The CARICOM Private Sector Organization, the CPSO, is an associate institution of the Caribbean community, invited by the Conference of Heads of Government in 2020 to engage in a formal and structural manner with the organs of the Caribbean community in an effort to secure the full implementation of the CARICOM Single Market and Economy, the CSME. I now welcome Mr. Gervais Warner, Chairman of the CPSO, to give his message in support of statistics in general and specifically the census undertaking.
Good day, I am Gervais Warner. I am the chairman of the CARICOM Private Sector Organization, or the CPSO, with a message of support for the launch of the 2020 round of population and housing census in the Caribbean community, or CARICOM. As you know, in the private sector, most of our business decisions are driven by data and information. The CARICOM Private Sector Organization, therefore, has a vested interest in the development and maintenance of accurate and timely statistics in the region. Accordingly, the CPSO fully endorses the regional launch of the 2020 round of population and housing census. Undertaking of national censuses in the CARICOM is a critical tool in the data collection process in our region and forms the foundation for much of our development statistics. The census data will be used as an important benchmark, and the population data will be paramount to the development of social and economic indicators. From its inception, the CARICOM Secretariat has been charged with compiling of statistics at the community level, and has developed a dedicated network of relationships with the national statistical offices of member states. The quality, timeliness, and integrity of CARICOM statistics therefore mirrors directly the quality, timeliness, and integrity of the statistics provided by member states. The CARICOM Regional Strategy for the Development of Statistics, known as the RSDS, endorsed by heads of government in July 2018, required urgent concerted action by governments to provide human, financial, and technical resources at the regional and national levels to ensure its implementation. Instructively, the RSDS makes provision in its strategic outlook for partnerships. Partnership with the private sector can contribute to the RSDS through leveraging of private sector capacity to better enable access to state-of-the-art technology and resources required to realize the data revolution that we believe is necessary to strengthen the CARICOM statistical system. The CPSO is of the view that concerted action by all regional and national institutions will be required to provide the necessary resources at, again, the regional and national levels in order to realize the objectives of the RSDS. Please be assured CPSO's continued commitment to the RSDS, and in this regard to the 2020 round of the population and housing census. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Warner. The CARICOM statistical system has been formally engaging in advocacy through the commemoration of Caribbean Statistics Day since 2009, emulating countries such as Barbados that organized a Statistics Week prior to this time. At the international statistics level of the United Nations statistical system, a World Statistics Day is observed every 5 years, and they started in 2010. Ms. Shireen Brizan of Grenada composed a song in commemoration of World Statistics Day and the Caribbean Statistics Day 2020 under the theme Connecting the World with Data We Can Trust. Ms. Brizan has kindly done a remake of this song to commemorate the launch of the 2020 census round in CARICOM. It gives me great pleasure to introduce Ms. Shireen Brizan with her own composition to mark the launch of the census in CARICOM member states.
Connecting the world with data we can trust, leaving no one behind. Putting an end to poverty and strife, and we're saving lives. Achieving sustainable development. This is no experiment, concrete evidence. Everything is relevant. It's time for positive change. Saving lives in our country, in our region, and in the world. Connect the dots, let's make it work to make informed decisions. You change, we'll change. It'll change if we work together. You change, we'll change. It'll change, let's make things better. You change, we'll change. It'll change if we work together. You change, we'll change. It'll change, connect the figures. If we can work together, we can be so much better. And if we can take the time to read between the lines, we'll help someone to inform, to create policies that don't separate, that include and are suitable to people's needs. Let's not assume. You change, we'll change. It'll change if we work together. You change, we'll change. It'll change, let's make things better. You change, we'll change. It'll change if we work together. You change, we'll change. It'll change, connect the figures. Count on me, I'll count on you. Let's be each other's keeper. Let's make a difference for a better future. It's in our hands. It's all about us, our people, our nation, our children. CARICOM, the time is now for us to show our love, our dedication to our region. It's important. Let's work together to build our nations. Everyone counts. Partake in the census now. Everyone counts. We're leaving no one behind. You change, we'll change. It'll change if we work together. You change, we'll change. It'll change, let's make things better. You change, we'll change. It'll change if we work together. You change, we'll change. It'll change, connect the figures.
Thank you very much for that lovely rendition, Ms. Brizan. The Prime Minister of Grenada, Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Mitchell, has championed the cause of statistics in CARICOM, making the case for the endorsement of the Action Plan for Statistics at the 37th meeting of the Conference of CARICOM Heads of Government in July 2016, followed in 2018 by the endorsement of the CARICOM Regional Strategy for the Development of Statistics, the RSDS, at the 39th meeting of CARICOM Heads. The population and housing census is a core activity to be implemented under the RSDS, providing data that can serve to build more resilient economies in CARICOM and monitor and guide the achievement of the Sustainable Development Goals, the SDGs. It is my esteemed honor to welcome the Prime Minister of Grenada, Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Mitchell, to deliver his message in support of the population and housing census in CARICOM member states.
Sisters and brothers of the CARICOM community, for the last 16 months, the COVID-19 pandemic has dominated our focus. It has single-handedly wreaked havoc on the health and well-being of our people, destroying already fragile economies and curtailed our educational, social, and communal activities and daily human interaction. Our region has combined number of positive COVID-19 cases of around 200,000, a total death toll that has surpassed 4,000, thousands of job losses, scores of businesses closures, and significant loss of income. It is against this backdrop that this 2020 round of population and housing census in CARICOM is being launched under the slogan, "Leave no one behind, everyone counts." This theme is an urgent plea to save lives, restore and improve all livelihoods, and to build resilience across CARICOM, starting with our people, our households, our villages, our towns, and our respective countries. This round of census should have commenced during 2020, but was delayed due to the pandemic. The time has come for us, therefore, to forge ahead. Given the major changes in our social, economic, and environmental landscape due to COVID-19 pandemic, coupled with the ongoing impact of climate change on our small island developing states, it is imperative that we collect the data that will allow us to assess the magnitude of the impact of these occurrences, to better plan for future, to adjust to this new normal, and to achieve the Sustainable Development Goals as set out by the United Nations. Sisters and brothers, undertaking the census in CARICOM countries at this time is indeed a defining moment. In addition to its inherent value in better informing the decision-making process, in times of natural disasters such as the recent volcanic eruption in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, or the intense hurricanes and extreme floods of recent years that have ravaged many of our islands, the census can provide critical data and knowledge about the smallest, most remote areas. In times of crisis, the census can provide answers to questions such as, how many persons will have to be relocated? What buildings are available for relocation? Are there persons with special needs who require support during relocation? Where is the infrastructural support for the mobilization efforts in these small areas? The census will also enable us to begin addressing issues related to gender equity, the elderly, food insecurity, and internet access. The population census can provide benchmark data disaggregated by sex, age, educational attainment, and economic activity, as well as to provide information on the percentage of households that are having challenges such as acute hunger or lack of internet access. The census also provides our business people with information on population distribution within and across countries, which will help inform their investment decisions. The benefits and use of the census data demonstrate clearly why we should ensure that you are indeed counted. I'm informed that for this 2020 census round, 6 of our CARICOM countries intend to conduct their field enumeration this year, with the remaining countries starting their census in 2022. In Barbados, enumerators went into the field yesterday, one day after the reference census day on August 1st, 2021. Grenada will tackle this activity from September 15th, followed closely by St. Kitts and Nevis, the Bahamas, Cayman Islands, and Dominica. One positive impact of the pandemic is that it has forced us to make better use of the available technology. I am pleased to note that this census round, countries will include innovative approaches such as computer-assisted personal interviewing, using devices such as tablets and laptops to locate the dwellings of people to be interviewed and to capture the data for all individuals. Given the pandemic, countries are also likely to use the telephone system and the internet to capture census data. As the Prime Minister responsible for science and technology in the CARICOM Quasi-Cabinet, I welcome these innovative uses of ICT in the census. This CARICOM census launch taking place today, August 3rd, is part of the tried and tested regionally coordinated approach to census taking that includes the coming together of the national statistical offices in member states and associate members under the regional census coordinating committee to support one another in this massive exercise. This approach is also consistent with the principles underlying the CARICOM Regional Strategy for Development of Statistics, RSDS, that I championed in 2018. Led by CARICOM Secretariat, the regionally coordinated approach optimizes the benefits of working together on the census by ensuring significant cost savings through the pooling and sharing of facilities, expertise, and other resources across the region. Examining common challenges and devising strategic solutions to these challenges. Avoiding duplication of efforts in light of scarce resources. Promoting technical cooperation and transferring technology from those countries more endowed with census knowledge to those less endowed. And developing competent and skilled census personnel to conduct the census activity. The development and use of common and harmonized methodologies, instruments, procedures, and practices under this approach leads to regionally comparable census data of high quality that can inform national and regional census analysis and provide the evidence to support our public and private sector decision making, policies, and programs. I urge our international development partners to support the regional coordinated approach, since it can result in multiplier effect of the scarce resources that are available to fund the massive census undertaking in CARICOM seeds. In closing, I encourage all CARICOM citizens and residents to show patriotism and dedication to your respective countries and to the entire region by participating in this important exercise of nation building. Let us therefore accept our individual responsibility to be counted. Ensure that you, your friends, and family members are all counted in the census round. In every country across the beloved Caribbean community, let us see the us in census. I strongly encourage you to ensure that the words of the CARICOM region-wide slogan becomes a reality. Leave no one behind. Everyone counts. I thank you.
I would like to thank the Prime Minister of Grenada, Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Mitchell, for his powerful message on the census. The Prime Minister of Grenada emphasized that the theme of the census, leave no one behind, everyone counts, is an urgent plea to save lives, restore and improve our livelihoods, to build back our nations resiliently, and to restore the livelihoods of our people, given the various challenges that we face as SIDS, such as climate change occurrences, including natural disasters, and more recently, the toll that the COVID-19 pandemic is having on our economies and our lives. In this regard, he expounded on the census, allowing us to assess the magnitude of the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic and climatic occurrences to better plan for our future, adjust to this new normal, and to achieve the SDGs, the Sustainable Development Goals, and that the census would help to build resilience in CARICOM member states. We thank the Deputy Secretary General of CARICOM for her message, advocating for statistics in general and on the importance of the census in improving the lives and welfare of all persons in CARICOM. We commend the Chief Statistician of Statistics Canada, who brought greetings to CARICOM on the census launch and highlighted the significance of the regional census strategy developed by the Secretariat and the SCCS in leveraging common solutions to the challenges and promoting the comparability of the census data. We'd also like to express appreciation to the Chairman of the CPSO, Mr. Gervais Warner, for his insightful message in support of the census, highlighting the foundational role that the census plays as benchmarks to developing statistics and the driving force of statistics in business decisions. We would like to thank Ms. Shireen Brizan of Grenada for her melodious and very professional rendition of the song Connect the Figures, extolling the importance of statistics in connecting the world, and specifically on her call in song for persons to participate fully in the census. We also take this opportunity to thank sincerely and express gratitude to the Secretary General of the Caribbean Community, Ambassador Erwin LaRocque, for his message on the census that he released throughout the community prior to this launch, and in which he resoundingly supported the conduct of the census throughout countries of CARICOM. The Secretary General has consistently advocated for statistics over the years. We would like to thank all member states, associate members that would have contributed the census advocacy products, videos, jingles, etc. to this event, and also to thank the staff of the Secretariat, particularly the communications and statistics programs in planning, executing, and otherwise supporting this region-wide census launch. And of course, you, the viewing audience. In closing, we would like to reiterate that the following countries will be having their census exercises this year. Thank you once again for being part of this launch. And remember, if the census is taking place in your country, make sure you are counted.
I've been representing all my life. I'm getting ready to make it count this time. Census 2021 for your family line. You better get ready. It's about that time. So tell mama to be ready. Tell it to the whole family. The round the top for two. The count depends on you. So tell Ted to go tell below. Lock it down on your calendar. Census 2021. This one's for everyone.
Census 2021. The count depends on you. It's been over 10 years since the last time, and a lot has changed. Help us adapt to that change by participating in Census 2021, now with online options. Remember, the count depends on you.
I've been representing all my life. I'm getting ready to make it count this time. Census 2021 for your family line. You better get ready.